Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. We are here for round number 2 of the FVR Season 4, and ladies and gentlemen, it is spicing up at the top of the championship because there isn't one yet, as there's only been one round. Sam Davis-Day is leading, of course, after winning that opening round ahead of Jerome Muller, who is a reserve driver, so that will place Legend Rosenberg second in the championship. Both confident for today, both like the track, and we will see what they can do. But one thing that will never change, just like the top of the championship, is the man who's joining me today. Brendan, how are you doing?
I am doing very good, and yourself?
I'm absolutely flipping awful.
Yeah.
Because I've been sick all day, but I'm excited for this. It's a nice break, and we will see who wins. Hopefully it's a good race around Bahrain. Bahrain, normally one of the more...
We're actually getting some racing nearly. I'm with the pit between, I think it was Lewis and...
Oh yeah, with the two Aston Martins. Well, see the thing is...
it was Lewis and Marcel.
You're going to hear us say Aston Martins and Alpine. That's what they're technically officially called for this season. Because the new F1 game comes out in 17 or so days, Formula Virtual Racing, or me, has made the decision to just call them Aston Martin and Alpine. So on the graphics or whatever, you'll see Aston Martin, you'll see Alpine, but they're still in the Pinky Boys for today. Sounds wrong, taken out of context, but hopefully no one does. Bahrain, as we were saying, normally a nice track for league racing. Of course, you can get some great battles, turn 1, turn 4, even turn 10. You can get some late stupid dive bombs from... I want to name drop someone, but I can't really. Who would be the type? I suppose maybe Stefan. And yes, Stefan is back. Stefan Petrovic's last FVR Grand Prix was round 2 of Season 2. So... 2 seasons, 2 full seasons. He is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Did he do Bahrain Season 2, did he?
He might have. He might have. Yeah, maybe he did, but anyways, qualifying is underway. Another man returning is a Vesta. Had a poor race last week. Didn't finish it last week. So, we will see what he can do now. Coming up towards turn 4. We'll keep an eye on this lap throughout. Oh, never mind. He will be taking a trip back to the pit lane to stick on some fresh tyres, because that one hasn't gone well at all. More drivers on laps.
Out of the way, the Astons here.
Because Lewis and Legend running fairly close to each other on the circuit. A really strong lineup is Lewis McWilliam and Legend Rosenberg. Both fantastic drivers. So we will wait and see what they can do. Lewis, of course, has only one FVR race. That was in France of last season. He hasn't taken any more wins, but has been in for the fight for them. He's taken 2 pole positions. I've no idea where the first one was, but the second one was in France. Actually, no, sorry, his first one was in France, and the second one was in Mexico. Chloe Glennon in the Williams sets the banker time for them all to beat. That is a 26 flat, and that is fairly competitive. Bort Bune slots in with a 30.0, and Marcel Magiero with a 28.8. He can definitely go quicker than that. We'll drop back the order, see where Lewis McWilliam is going to cross the line. Is it going to be pole? Of course it is. 25.6 for the Aston Martin. That's instantly beaten by Tyler with a 25.4. Next across the line, it's the Alpine, a Corey Chappie, and then Gift Pachero coming in third position with a 25.9. Very nice for a junior, and that is Liam Redmond. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's not Jack Redmond in an Alpine, it is Liam Redmond. Second position with a 25.5.
I think another driver wants to race. Just gone a note now.
Very nice.
It's Sam.
Sam Kift. If you can invite him there, tell him he can take whatever car he wants.
Yeah.
We'll see, can we pop on board with someone's lap? Sam Davis, I think, has abandoned his lap because he is into the pits. Oh, here comes Adrian Tight, 7th. Nice for Adrian with a 26.4. Looking good. Not 26.0 from Chloe. Looking competitive. Of course, last week he qualified 6th with a best results in Season 1. Sadly, the race didn't go the same, thanks to Mr. Lewis McWilliam, which we won't talk about, but that wasn't very nice. And someone has improved. That is Marcel Magiera with a much better lap this time, 25.6.
Well, I don't know if Sam would make it, but he would send the invite just in case.
Yeah, we'll see. Does he make it? Seemingly Jack is having internet issues. Name something we didn't know. As there is a lot of drivers on out laps, the next man to start a lap is going to be Brady Pollock. He is coming towards the final corner. And Brendan, would you like to talk us through this one?
It's Brady's lap, yeah. So, important to get the exit of the final corner, just and we'll good run down this, we'll start finish straight, and braking after turn 1 around 100, and it doesn't quite go brush up against the curb, and he's actually got a decent enough exit out there. And heading up towards turn 4, braking again. You can take it either third or fourth gear, depends on how you feel about it. And through the S, the S. And bringing again for a slow enough right-hander. Up to 4th now for the exit. And now as you come down towards turn 10. Yeah, and there's the sounds of a lock-up. What's new? And well, on the back straight now down towards turn 11. Taking a little bit of curb. And got a decent exit now. And then you want to try hook the inside, but don't touch that curb. Braking once in. Taking a little bit of curb. And well, right on the limit there. And now, last corner. And it is looking like a fairly good lap of the Bahrain circuit. It's P6.
P6 for Brady Pollock, not a bad lap. He's in Vesta go into 2nd position, but that provisional pole still stands to Tyler Davison. Mighty stuff from Tyler, as Khalil saying pole and P7, very solid. Pole and P8 now, but still very solid. And the man from Poland currently sat in P4. I haven't said pole in a while. I couldn't resist myself. I set that one up absolutely beautifully. Yassine Sadfi was sad last week because he disconnected in the Grand Prix after fighting with Sam Davis Day for the race lead. Sam, of course, went on to win that race. He said he wants redemption today. He's going to cross the line now. He's going to dive into the pits. So I think a strategical qualification on mediums will be the course of action for Yassine Sadfi. As Chloe is starting, well, she's on her 2nd lap of day through turn 4, a little bit of rear sliding, but nothing too major. A lot of people on outlaps. If you look in the top left, there's a lot of people there. Still no one to break into the 24s, which is, I think, a time we can get to, depending on the track conditions, of course. Down to turn 10, comes Chloe. No lockup. That is due to the ABS, the anti-lock braking system. That is on that Williams at the moment. Of course, it's an assist on the game, but you know, have to make it complicated. Down into turn 11. 5th gear, pin the throttle. This isn't going to be a half bad lap from the only female driver on the FER grid. It's almost 0.2 of a second up. 5th gear, 6th gear, nice rotations through that corner for Chloe. Only one corner to go. Want to get a good exit and get a good launch onto the medium run to the line. It's a long straight here. Many overtaking opportunities in the Grand Prix. DRS active. This is going to be a positional improvement. It is to 7th. That's a nice lap from the Williams driver. As we can see, a couple of drivers out on the medium compound tyres. Lewis is on the lap. He's almost 0.2 of a second up as well into turn 10. actually doesn't lock the brakes. And of course, Lewis is a no assist user, so no ABS on that car. That is very nice indeed from Lewis McWilliam. Heading down towards turn 11 now. Williams team boss saying, don't expose us like that. Williams, 1 year they have assisted suspension, now they've assisted braking. Lewis, almost 4/10 of a second up. This is going to be a nippy lap from Lewis McWilliam. 1 corner to go, needs to nail it. He's not going to get any tow, but he could get a little bit of a distance tow from the Renault in front. Here comes Lewis McWilliam, cross the line. Where's it going to put him? Second position for Lewis, and that is close to Tyler, who set a fantastic lap at the front end of this grid to still keep the pole. A lot of drivers on laps now, as the next one to complete a lap is all the way in sector number 2. That is Avesta, who is just entered the 3rd sector. Manages not to invalidate, very on the limit from the Ukrainian. Can he nail this exit and manage to find his way to the top of the grid? Almost an invalidation. Here comes Avesta. Trundles across the line. It's provisional pole position for Avesta. 25-1. That is a very nice lap. And that now gives a target for everyone to beat. Here comes Liam Redmond. What can he do in the AlphaTauri? Stays in P4, but it is a 2/10 improvement, so he's a lot closer now than where he was. There's something about Redmonds and AlphaTauris that just works. As that is Sito on debut in P5. That is really nice from the Dutchman. Yes, another Dutchman. You thought you got rid of the abundance of Dutch drivers with no Danny Camper and Ferrari? Nope. Sito is here to replace, but as we were saying, there is something about Redmonds and AlphaTauris that just works, Brendan.
Yeah, it seems that way. Things just suit.
Of course.
Schumachers and Ferraris.
It is the only team in FER to have a driver with the same surname race at the team. Of course, if we last for about, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 more years, we may have the Williams team in that case. I'm not going to say why, but figure it out yourself. And
it shouldn't take too much thinking.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much thinking, considering what I said about the only female driver on the grid. Put 2 and 2 together here, folks. You're not kids. Well, you could be kids. If there's any kids watching, fair play. I hope you enjoy. Just keep,
realise that.
Just keep Sam Davis away from them. No, I couldn't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that. You just
did.
I know there's only 3 people watching. That's the only reason I've said it, but I shouldn't have said it.
You do realise people can go back and watch the stream.
I'm gonna hope they don't. Legend has just
entered. Don't you do the channel?
I do actually. Yes. If you'd like to go back and watch this race, and
then people will see it. You do.
Oh well.
You realise. I believe that might be Sam Kift in the AlphaTauri.
That is Sam Kift in the AlphaTauri. He has just entered. Is there anyone on a lap or Bune's on a lap? Poor Bune, of course, making his first FER main driver appearance last week. Second one today. There's a bit of arguing going on in the FER chat, I think. Or else it's just Marcel being very aggressive. Oh, Jack Redmond actually has a 5-place grid drop.
Yeah, do keep up.
No, there's literally nothing on his incidents. Wow, there's been a lot of incidents. Yeah, no, he does. He's a collision with Sam Davis Day. Oh God, Red Bull starting out this season just like they finished the last one.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but Jack's taking the blame himself for that one, so...
okay, that's not something we're used to.
Yes.
Khalil has said he's just told Tyler to go faster. Of course, Khalil being the Williams team boss, so he expects pole. Look how close. I have to give one thing to the drivers. Pole position and second is always really close. Like, it may be like, say, a 25-1 for pole, and then third could be like a 28-4, but it's always close for pole. Liam Redmond saying he's never beaten that lap. It is a very nice lap, so I don't even think you really will need to beat it, but we'll never know. Adrian Tice is on a lap as well. He is currently in 11th position, the strategical pole, as people call it. Of course, it's not in tracks like Brazil, where it's one stop, or it's tracks like Monaco, where it's, well, it's Monaco, so you can't overtake for 95% of the lap. Or 100% if you're a real F1 driver. But here comes Adrian. This is, yeah, that's 4 seconds off. Adrian obviously backed out of that one.
One pace.
Brady got across the line. 5th for Brady Pollock. 25.4. Excellent lap for the Mercedes man. That's really nice for him. Stefan Petrovic is currently 2/10 up. We are not going to stay on board with him for his own embarrassment. But that sentence doesn't make English sense, does it?
Neither did that.
Okay, moving on from Stefan.
We get you there, sick, but Jesus Christ.
I know I'm sick, random, but I still should be able to speak common English, which is my first language.
That's actually a depressing fact when you come to think of it.
It is. Here comes Gift Pachero, the only African F4 driver. Well, the only current African F4 driver. Someone may have been from Africa before, a reserve or something. But of course, Junior is a Ugandan born, but lives in Kenya. And he's just retired on track, meaning he's now a Ugandan born who's going to be getting a post-race penalty. Congrats, Junior. We've caught that one.
Surely it crashed, though.
No, he didn't. I was on board with him. He just retired once he finished his lap. 55 seconds to go in qualifying. A lot of outlaps. A lot of people going for pole, which would make me think we have a lot of soft hards. Marcel Maggiera is currently on a lap. Khalil saying, Brady, am I a joke to you? Yes, I did realise Brady is from South Africa, but he's lived in England his whole life, I believe. Oh, we had Woter as well. He's also from South Africa. Yeah, forget that fact. It's not true.
So he's one of multiple.
He is one of multiple. He's the only currently no, he's not even the only currently active one. Brady's here. Okay. Commentate on the racing, Evan. Commentate on the racing. Marcel is currently about to finish his lap, and the two Williams giving each other slipstream. Although the one who's battling for pole is in front. So Williams have not played that one well, as Tyler Davison is currently on a charge for pole position. Lewis is waiting to give his teammate Legend Rosenberg a slipstream as well. Liam Redmond is almost 2/10 of a second up. He could challenge for the pole. Marcel has gone 6th position in his final lap of the session. Well done, Marcel. And looks like Stefan is starting another lap. Or has he improved on his lap? Yes, he has. That's Corey Chappie into 5th position. That's an excellent time. Tyler, what is he doing? Into turn 10. Is he up on his time? We're not going to see for a few more corners as he's in sector 2. Avesta is he up on his time? He's up by almost 2/10, and he's going to be getting a slipstream from the AlphaTauri of Samuel Gift in front. This could be a blistering lap for Avesta. Through the final corner, gonna get a distance tow from Sam Kift across the line. Where is he going to go? It's a 24.9 for Avesta. What does Tyler have in the bag? Can he counteract this?
No,
Liam Redmond's gone second. That is a fantastic lap from the AlphaTauri. Here's Tyler. He's gone second now. Just about beaten. Lewis has invalidated. What can Cito pull out of the bag? Can he possibly jump up some positions? Legend Rosenberg has stolen the pole position without even going noticed. What a fantastic lap from Legend. Just about steals it. Where can Cito put the Ferrari? That's good enough for 6th. And my oh my, was that a fantastic qualifying.
A dramatic one, to say the least.
Legend Rosenberg steals the pole position at the death and will start from the front of the grid ahead of Avesta and Tyler. Liam Redmond beating the other Redmond. That is Liam in 4th position with a fantastic qualifying in the AlphaTauri. That is marvellous stuff. Aaron's saying I sound different. Do I sound different? I'm shouting a bit more, I know that, but that's because there's no one else in the house. I can scream all I want. Yeah, you're playing the stream to see do I sound different. Alright. Legend Rosenberg on pole position. Really, really fabulous stuff. That is what Lewis, I'd say, is giving the slipstream for Legend Rosenberg on pole position, of course, going to be trying to get redemption for a last lap crash last week. Avesta will start second, Tyler will start third. Tyler really starting to find that third position in his heart. Liam Redmond in fourth. Lewis McWilliam will start in fifth position. Cito in sixth. CJ in seventh. Brady will start eighth, followed by Marcel Magiera in ninth. Chloe Glennon will start from 10th. Keith Fitzgerald will start 11th. Yassine Sadvi will start from 12th. Sam Davis starts from 13th. Adrian Tice 14th. Stefan Petrovic 15th. Sam Kift 16th. Borbune 17th. And Jack Redmond, he'll start from the back of the grid from 18th. That was a really interesting quali. I really enjoyed that one. Let's hope the race is just as good, of course, because that was very close at the top of the grid. Legend just about stealing it with a 24.9. Khalil saying we were close. Yes, the Williams were close to pole there. Sadly, just couldn't quite snatch it. CJ saying P6 not bad. And Brendan, who do you fancy to win this race? Your predictions are normally quite on the ball, so we'll see how far you're off this. How far are you off, or if you can nail it this time?
Wait, do you mean off the ball or on? Oh, I'm assuming you mean off.
No, you're normally pretty spot on. Normally quite, you predicted Sam last week.
Well, I'd say probably Legend this time would be able to do just enough. Yassine and Sam will be going through the pack, so I expect them to be fighting for the win come towards the end of the race. So I still think Legend will have just enough to get the win.
Legend Rosenberg for the win. Let's see what tyres people are starting on. Strategy is a very vast place in the Secure International Circuit. Junior on the hards. You've seen mediums with Sam Davis in the mediums. The two Red Bulls having an absolutely awful qualifying. Adrian on the hards, Stefan on hards, Sam Kift on mediums, Borbune on mediums, and Jack, who's just disconnected on mediums, and someone is going to have to tell him not to join on the formation lap.
No, he can't. Wait, will I just tell him now not to joke? Not to join.
I reckon if he joins now, he could be okay.
Aye. No, these are decent predictions. I mean, I am not Karem after all.
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know the context of that, Karem has been predicting the Euros so far. Just to give an example, he predicted Turkey to beat Italy 2-1. He is Turkish, so there's some Turkish bias in that one, of course, but still, that is pretty shambolic.
I don't blame him for pride.
Yeah, in fairness, like, if we think about if Ireland were playing Spain or something, we predicting like a 3-1 win for Ireland. This is a pretty hectic formation lap. Liam Redmond trying to gain some places already, which means he is hungry. Unfortunately, this is Bahrain, though, so he'll have to wait a few months for the Hungary race. Formation lap now. Oh, Avestas disconnected!
Oh, God.
Means he is probably going to get a jump start, and if he doesn't give back the position, he will be given a penalty. This one is going to let Legend bolt away.
I think he'll be in Ukraine, however you say it.
He'll be in Ukraine. So that is two very fast drivers today who have already been fatalities of this lobby. Well, Vesta's back in, and this lobby is going to be restarted, I can imagine, but we will wait and see. Lining up on the grid is the Red Bull of Jack Redmond, who's just joined back.
Oh, Christ.
2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Bahrain. We have the lights glitch, but we've had a jump start from the two AI cars. We are racing in secure Decent start from Legend, but a very good start from Liam Redmond down, who's already up into what is second position. Tyler looking to make some moves. Down into turn 1 we go. Bit of wing damage, flying somewhere. Haven't quite seen what that was. Cito looking to get through, and Liam Redmond slow out of the corner. Bit of a collision there. Lewis McWilliam almost tagging the Ferrari down into turn 4. CJ's off. CJ is off in the background. Safely navigate turn 4. And yes, they're all through cleanly.
Oh, wing damage for Chloe.
Chloe has wing damage on the...
Yes, bad wing damage.
That is Jack letting everyone through, so he does not receive that after race penalty. And there's a Ferrari. That is Cito off on the right hand side. Brady Pollock and Yassine flying their way through the two Ferraris, battling down into turn 10. These two don't particularly like each other, so I can't imagine there will be any inter-team play on show here today. Marcel trying to look for a way through. I believe that is Avesta slowing down. Yes, it is. He's going to slot himself back into what I believe is second position. And that is Chloe and Borbune having a bit of a scrap down below for P14. Bit of contact. And that's Borbune off. And he's going to be around surely. And into the wall. And he somehow saved that one. Fantastic driving for Borbune. I think that's because he went miles wide and cut the track. But he will get that removed though. Avesta slots into second position though. He will probably still get the penalty. But into the DRS he goes. This could be a very nice overtake for Avesta. Side by side into turn 1. Switches to the inside. Avesta. For some reason our camera angles are quite poor. Still side by side through turn 2. We'll go aboard with the Haas to see can he get a launch down into turn number 4. He goes for the inside, goes the Ukrainian, and they make contact, and he's around, and that is very, very poor execution from Avesta. He's around, and now all the cars will have to avoid him. Very poor overtaking from Avesta. There was no move on there, and sadly that is his own fault. But this now puts Tyler right on the back of Legend, so I'm sure he's happy with this, and it looks like the other Aston Martin and Lewis McWilliam will be looking to try find a way past Liam Redmond. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere in the second sector. I'm not sure what that is. Jack is actually desynced, so he's desynced because Chloe's down in 17th on hards and Jack is in 18th, but miles in front on the circuit, so he has had a desync because he has joined back. I think that could have been what happened with Avesta as well. He spun because Legend seen him as a ghost and just took his own line, but of course nothing he can really do there. Corey Jaffe making moves for 13th as there's a little bit of a scrap going on now. Jack cutting his way through. Of course he has had that desync. He's now up into 14th spot and he's now going down the inside of Corey Jaffe, and he's got the move done. Sam Kift is all over the place in terms of lag. Really laggy spot down there. Marcel Magiera is going to try and find a way around the outside of Avesta. Could be a brilliant move. No, not quite. Couldn't quite pull that one off.
Sam, I'm going to try and go back down the inside.
That is the Renault of Corey Jaffe into the pit lane for a fresh set of the hard compound tyres and a brand new front wing. Alpine there. The Alpine not getting a great start, and it looks like Stefan has just conceded that position to Sam, as Marcel has ran wide through that corner. Bit of a wobble out of there. Keeps the car okay, however, as that is just a glitch yellow flag in sector 1. Legend leads the race. Oh, he's run very wide there. This could give Tyler an opportunity to get back into the DRS. He has run very, very wide there. But Brendan, would you like to run through our winners and losers?
Yep. Well, Tyler, T1 Lewis, Brady, and Skills Virus on when I was Skills Virus, and Brady really gaining a lot with multiple positions gained. Avesta's dropped down with the spin and also jumped the start. Does he get that penalty though still?
No, he will not, because he is down to 7th, and that is Chloe out of this Grand Prix.
Oh.
There's been a crash there, and that is the Williams driver out of this race. That's unfortunate.
The other was Cito and CJ. And I mean, Jack came with that decent, he's done well enough, and also it's jump starting, so he is fine. Lewis and Tismo battling.
Lewis and Liam Redmond having a nice scrap there. Liam Redmond is going to try and fight this one back, but he has used a lot of his ERS, and I don't think he will be able to keep up with the mighty Scotsman in P3. Of course, pit stops will be happening early enough around here because the tyres do fall off extremely quickly. So we will have to wait and see. Legend Rosenberg, though, doing a fine job at the front of this grid, but do keep an eye on Yassine Sadfi on the mediums. Oh, he's hit the back of the Mercedes! He's pushed the Mercedes. He has pushed Brady extremely wide, and Brady's lost 2 positions. Runs extra wide to not receive a warning for that one, but that has given Yassine the position. Although Liam Redmond now keeping up with Lewis, so might have more pace than we did first believe for the second Redmond on the grid. Front of the grid. That's Tyler. Oh, Tyler's missed his braking a lot there, and he's run wide. I did notice he did gain back into the DRS extremely quickly. He has completely mismanaged his braking into that corner. Brady Pollock into the pits to change his tyres. Is he going to go for a 2-stop? He is. He's gone for the mediums. Good call, I think, for Brady there. So that is battle now between Yassine, Avesta, and Liam Redmond. Yassine has good pace in these mediums, and Liam is managing to keep winning the DRS of the Scotsman in front. Sam Davis and Marcel Magiera. Sam's gone the long way around the outside into turn 4. Action-packed race here. He's got to try and go around the outside. Sam Davis. Whoa, what a move! The king of the outside overtakes has almost pulled one off. He's got to try the switch back, and he has finessed his way past Marcel Magiera. That is beautiful overtaking from Sam. He loves around the outside. He did that fantastic overtake of the season in Australia. He's pulled off an absolute magnificent move to get past the Polishman here in Bahrain. Yassine Sadfi is looking to get past Liam Redmond. He's going to definitely try it down this main straight, if not even into this final corner. I think into this final corner would be quite stupid. No, early on the brakes. Definitely going to get the move done down this straight, right on the back. He has absolutely lit up the mediums. Pulls to the left-hand side, and this is going to be a easy one enough for Yassine Sadfi. Although Liam Redmond holding his own down this main straight. Good straight line speed in the AlphaTauri. Down the inside goes the Tunisian of Yassine, and he will get this one done. I don't think Liam Redmond will be able to fight this one back. Oh no, he's got a good exit. He's got a very good exit. The Irishman gonna try find his way back past, but no, the AlphaTauri just keeps behind Yassine now up into 4th position. So that is Marcel Magiera into the pits for a set of the medium compound tyres. Sam Kift finding his way past Adrian Teisch for 10th. Sam, of course, on the quicker tyres. Adrian going long on those hard compound tyres. I did have to check and see, was that a glitch for Sam? Because he was going very far off into the runoff area if it wasn't. Jack Redmond is currently in 9th position, just to keep you updated on him. He has desynced, however. And Yassine is right on the back of Lewis. Yassine has magnificent pace. He's going to try this one down the main straight again. Yassine Sadfi really electrifying this Ferrari up the order. That makes 0 sense, but neither has anything I've said today realistically. DRS activated. Overtake button is pressed. Is he going to go left or is he going to go right? Lewis defends middle of the circuit. Yassine is going to go to the right hand side, and that is Avesta getting past Liam Redmond as well. Yassine is passed. Is Avesta passed? Yes, he is. Tyler's out. The Williams is out of the Grand Prix. What's happened? He's gone straight on a turn 1. That is definitely some sort of connection on his wheel. He's gone straight on. That's a brake failure, possibly. There is a safety car. This will let all the soft runners in. But that is the 2nd Williams out of the Grand Prix. Something has happened there that shouldn't have happened.
Oh no, Sam's so disconnected.
There's definitely been something that's happened there that has caused him to DNF, because there's no way he's made that mistake on his own. Yes, you can... in fairness, that definitely is some sort of braking. That's a brake failure, because we've seen him go off at the last corner where he completely missed his brakes. That is a braking failure for Tyler Davison. Aaron has just messaged me to go hard to the end. Thank you very much, Aaron. That is very useful.
Oh, that's for a different member. That's another party.
That is very true. That's definitely a brake failure for Tyler. That is definitely a brake failure. We've seen that one. He did miss his braking into the final corner. We thought that was just a mistake, but it is not. And the Williams party is not going to be too happy, as that is a double DNF today, after they were both crashed last week. No points again this week. And that is going to be a... Yassine's in. So Yassine is going to gamble. Sam Davis stayed out in the mediums. He's going to go long. He is going to go long. Khalil seems disappointed. If you didn't see what happened, Khalil Tyler is what I believe to be a brake failure into the first corner, because he was suffering with it before. We've seen missing braking left, right and centre. As look at the action in the pit lane. Everyone is coming in for a stop. Although Sam Kift and Adrian both going for the soft compound tyres. Tyler's wheel disconnected. Okay, so it was...
Oh, hang on. I think Sam's AI now. I think that wasn't his idea.
Sam Kift wasn't his idea, it was Adrian's idea. However, he's going for a committed two-stop, which we did see the committed two-stop working a bit yesterday. Tyler's wheel disconnected, yeah, unfortunately we did see that one. He did miss his braking, as we seen, into the final corner. We thought it was just an innocent mistake. It was obviously a sign of trouble. And remember, we were saying last week, Brendan, Williams don't start the season as well. Fortunately, that trend will continue.
Yeah, they were all going fine until we said something like that.
That is a double DNF for the Williams team. They won't be scoring any points today. And they didn't score great points last week either, so the potential was all there after qualifying. Unfortunately, it's not there now, as Brady seems to be falling down the order. Did Brady disconnect? Brady did disconnect. What is Yassine doing? Yassine has got a 5-second penalty. He was trying to let Brady's AI through. That is what's happening. That is what happened. He's trying to let Brady's AI back through. Well, Brady is AI. If you could invite Brady there, Brendan, that would be that'd be very good. Did. Thank you, thank you. Brady has joined back. Yassine has a 5-second penalty, but it will be removed if it's served under green flag. If it's served under a safety car or a virtual safety car, it will not be removed, or if it's not served, it will be removed as well. Yassine has DM'd me, so to double check that it can be removed. So we're in for a good race now to the end. Sam Davis is going to try bolt. He has to bolt or get blessed with another safety car.
Well, see, Jack's going to be there, so
Jack is in second position,
but he's
desynced, so we can't see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's the problem if any of the drivers don't know these desynced.
Brady needed a controller change, that's why he disconnected. Although Brady plays on wheel.
I don't know.
And why did he leave the... Don't ask me. Oh, Cito spun. Cito has spun under the safety car in a straight line, and that is not good for Cito. Safety car in this lap now. Cito's screwed and Brady's left the session again. It's all coming into play for a cracker here. Make sure to stick around for the last 20 laps of this race. And yes, you may say the Euros are more important. No, they're not. This is going to be an interesting race.
It's only Austria anyway.
Yeah, we all know who's going to win.
Although that's probably offended Enzo.
I doubt Enzo's watching. Sam Davis State has did this many times before. He's going to get us underway. He did it last week. He's going to do it again. Oh no, he didn't do it last week. We didn't have a safety car last week. Here comes the Dutchman as we go racing for the second time. Jack Redmond has been badly caught out, and Legend is already up to second position. Yassine's going to look to try and make some moves as well. Sam has got a perfect restart down into turn 1 on lap number 10. Bit of carnage as there is an Alfa Romeo and a Haas making some moves, and Lewis McWilliam making some moves as well on Brady, who has disconnected. Liam Redmond is trying to go the long way around the outside on Gift Pachero. He's really trying it. This could be a splendid move for the AlphaTauriman. No, backs off, takes the clever option. He's the opposite of his name friend Jack Redmond in that AlphaTauri. Real sensible, cool, calm and collected. Yellow flag in sector 1, that is just a glitch, as it looks like Marcel Magiera is right on the back of Yassine Sadfi. Marcel has gained a lot from this because he pitted before the safety car, so he didn't get any of the kerfuffle in the pits. Turn 10 now. No one trying anything overly ridiculous. We have 2 AI cars in the form of Sam Kift and Brady. Brady was running in a great position. That is really unfortunate for him. Jack Redmond is currently running in 10th position.
Brady's just trying back.
Brady is back as Sam Davis Day has a 1 second gap ahead of Legend, who is a 5/10 gap. Oh, Yassine's run very wide there. Manages to keep the car because, of course, that asphalt on the left hand side is treacherous. It's extremely treacherous. And Marcel Magiera looking to try and find a way past Yassine, as CJ's been given a 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. I imagine that'll be removed, as I believe it could be on either Sam Kift or Brady Pollock, because we have a permanent yellow flag. Lewis McWilliam going to try and move, but Marcel Magiera is going to try one first, down the inside. The Ferrari brakes later. Of course, penalties, if they get any, will be removed for this permanent yellow, because it's Codemasters, and for some reason all Bahrain races have a permanent yellow. Junior has gone up the inside of Lewis McWilliam. That's a beautiful move, and this one's going to let even Tyche have a run on Lewis. Can he go for it down the inside? No, backs out. Clever racing from our friendly Canadian. Is he going to go down the inside here? No, backs out of it once again. Beautiful helicopter camera we're getting here. Junior's got 5 for ignoring a yellow flag. That will be removed as Adrian is on the back of Lewis. Yassine's past the Vesta. Although, yeah, they've both passed the Vesta.
Thing is, we're stuck with permanent yellow flags.
We are stuck with permanent yellow, so they can't really make an overtake without getting a 5 second penalty. Of course, the penalty will be removed, but they don't know that. Sam and Legend have absolutely bolted. The 2 Dutchmen are flying at the front. Of course, if anyone does watch PSGL, you will know George Morgan, Connie Janowapmir, the Flying Dutchman. We have our own, as Brady's been given a 5 seconds. They'll all be removed at the end of the Grand Prix. DRS has been enabled, and there is the yellow gone, and straight away, Yassine's in the pits. Huh? So Yassine's in the pits, so I'd say front wing damage. Yes, front wing damage, missing an end plate. He's gone for softs.
Why soft?
I don't know why he's gone soft. But he has gone to the soft compound tyre. Should have specified compound tyre, because someone's definitely watching who's going to take that one out of context. Here comes Junior. Junior's flying on these mediums. He's gone round the, almost tried round the outside of a Vesta. Give Pachero pulling off all the moves. As you're seeing, only exiting the pit now. Oh, we have the permanent yellow back. And it's gone, thankfully, again.
In before, it's back after about 20 seconds.
Here comes Legend Rosenberg, trying to find a way past Sam Davis Day. Can't quite do it. He is definitely the quickest man on the circuit at the minute, is Legend, but he may struggle to find a way past his fellow Dutchman in front, because Sam, of course, will be pitting soon. Sam Kift has managed to get back, so welcome back, Sam. So Legend's definitely going to try and move on the main straight. Last time these two battled, Sam Davis-Day was the victor. Legend ended up facing the wrong way. DRS active. Is he going to put on the DRS? Doesn't even need it. Going to go down the inside. Sam may have the better grip on the exit of the corner because he is on those mediums. Into the brakes, side by side. Is Sam going to try hold it round the outside? Of course he is. This one is going to be close on the exit. Oh, Sam's had a wobble, and that will give the position to Legend. Although Sam has the DRS and ERS. Here comes Sam Davis-Day, the Season 2 champion. Has to try the long way around the outside. Mr. Round the outside, Sam has not got it done. He's had the wobble, and Legend takes back his well-earned lead of this Grand Prix.
No. So, but Legend, he wants to get past this time round. Doesn't want to end up like Brazil.
No, he has managed to find a way past, so well done, Legend. There's a DRS train in this pack now. Liam Redmond going to be attacking Jack Redmond. Jack hasn't pit yet, and he's had what has been an awful race so far, but he is currently in 8th position due to that desync. Because of course it says he's in 16th, he is in 8th position, and we will keep you updated on that one. Adrian Teich still trying to find a way past Lewis. Of course, Adrian on those softs, Junior on the mediums, flying at the front of this grid. Junior is in 5th spot and is going to be trying to catch back up to Avesta, although Lewis seems to be finding his own on these hard compound tyres. The best thing about all this, and not even halfway through the race yet, still 15 laps to go. As that is Sam Davis-Day finally into the pits for his one and only stop. Goes to the hard compound tyres. You see, has got a 3-second time penalty. And Marcel Maggiero's gone very wide at turn 1. He's come back on the circuit. This could invite Junior back in. He's made a mistake there, has Mr. Marcel, as that has led Avesta into 2nd position on the hard compound tyres. Does Marcel have wing damage possibly? No, he does not, but that was very odd there. As you see, it sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Sam Davis-Day has come out in 14th spot on those hards, but he is confirmed to go to the end as we have that yellow flag back. Hopefully that goes very quickly. Thank you for listening to me, Mr. Yellow Flag. As Lewis right on the back of Junior, but Junior is now going to be getting that wonderful DRS of Marcel Maggiera. Well, not anymore. He did for that straight at least. Meaning he will not be as vulnerable to Lewis as possible. That again makes no English sense. So we're just sticking with a trend today.
Adrian, a little twitch there. He could have lost the car.
Adrian doing a superb job on these soft compound tyres. He's currently in 6th position. Liam Redmond has found a way past Jack Redmond. Jack Redmond, of course, desyncing. You can see him there. Vulnerable to Cito now. Cito, of course, on his debut. Jack into the pit lane, so he'll fall back with his other Red Bull teammate, as for some reason they both stayed out under the safety car and did not go for the hard compound tyres. Junior has made a mistake at turn 1. May find himself vulnerable to the Scotsman. He's had a slide, catches it quite nicely. Beautiful camera angle up this straight, I must say. Codemaster's getting it right for once. Lewis is right on the gearbox of Junior. That's Brady Pollock on Corby Jappy. CJ has ran wide there. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't run through there. He's picked up a 3-second penalty there for CJ. Brady gets the move done. Lewis needs to find a way past Junior if he wants to find himself and fight for the podium here. As Junior just seems to have that pace on the straights. Lewis, of course, made his own setup for this race. It was his first time doing it. Maybe just hasn't quite nailed the straight line speed yet. Could that be a problem here?
That is only, like, he had a lot of stability. We'd have to wonder, did that come at the cost of actual straight line speed?
Because let's watch on the exit here. He's had a wobble there. He's DRS and ERS active, so this won't be a fair death, I think. But Junior, still, the gap's only closing now, and we're halfway down the straight. Lewis McWilliams gonna go for this one. Can he go left-hand side into the brakes? Brake late. Junior closed the door. Good defending from the Ugandan. Out of turn 4. Junior gets a much better exit than Lewis does. This seems to be a common factor, but Lewis goes for the outside. He's going to try the long way around. Can Junior hold this one on the inside? He's doing a good job of it, but I think Lewis is going to keep this one. Junior, oh, he has to back out, and he's lost a lot of time there. Lewis McWilliam.
Oh, that's cost him so bad.
Lewis McWilliam, yes. Getting the move done, and that's cost Junior. Yellow flag at sector 1, Borbune. Borbune is off and into the wall. Very unfortunate for the Hassman. Hasn't had a good start to his first FER main season. He is down to 16th position. Sam Davis fighting his way through. Gets past Stefan Petrovic, who's run. Stefan's made a mistake there. This will invite Sam Kift up. And this is Adrian and Junior. Junior's tyres have seemed to have fallen off drastically. Oh, contact! Oh, both out of the race! Oh, big collision there. And that is Junior and Adrian, who were both absolutely flying on their respective compounded tyres. Both out of the race in a very, very hefty collision.
I've never heard that. I've never heard something that maybe will scare me so much.
We have a safety car. Everyone piles into the pit box. Lewis backing off to let his teammate Legend, and that's just really unfortunate for Junior and Adrian, who are both having great races, really, really good races. But they're both out of this race now. We've seen Junior was struggling. They made contact on a front right to a rear left, and sadly have both ended up in the wall. Everyone going for the mediums. Is anyone going to stay at gamble and stay out? No, even Sam's in to change his tyres. And so is Jack, so he's going to be held up even more by the double stack. Has anyone gained a position?
Hang on a minute. Something doesn't sit right. Jack was medium hard. And then... Huh?
Jack was going down the backwards end of the pit lane a second ago, so I think he's gone. He might have gone for the harder option of tyres there. The one that you can click. He's desynced anyway, so for all we know, he could go on a set of inters.
No, Harry's there. Nice.
Hello, Harry. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a nice sprint to the end. And speaking of Harry, the last time we had a sprint to the end was season 2, where Harry managed to mangle his way onto a podium. Benjamin Bolrick winning that Grand Prix, of course. One Dutchman winning that Grand Prix. There's a Dutchman leading this one, and that is Legend Rosenberg, who's been leading for all but 10-ish laps of this race, where Sam Davis stayed out and played the gamble. Sam's gamble seemed to work a little bit. He's now up to 9th.
Yeah, this has been a little bit of a messy Grand Prix, but it has been a fun one. Oh, and mind you, might have to cover here for a little bit, I think. So, yeah.
Nope, still here. My mic isn't working for a second. I'm just trying to fix that so we can get it back for the rest of the race.
Just assume the worst.
There we go, we're all fixed. That one, and that wasn't what you thought it was, Brendan, but genuinely it stopped working. So, safety car now. Strategy's completely changed, but Bune's gone for a gamble here, and I genuinely think it might pay off. He's on the softs.
Yeah, it can pay off. Even with the tire at the end, you can still make a lot of moves. And then just... like, you can't... and then you can't really fall that much down at the end.
Yeah, because one thing I will go from Torpedo League, if anyone has watched that one, Jake Marsh, the driver there, races in the Formula Virtual Racing Academy, did 12 laps on the softs at the end. Of course, there was a master stroke from an Irishman there, who may or may not be me, to grab himself some points in that one. But this is completely different circumstances. This one hasn't been the cleanest race. Well, it has actually been very, very clean. Apart from we had the wheel disconnect from Tyler, the front wing damage for the other Williams of Chloe. We had that crash between Junior and Adrian. So,
and then there was jump starts. Avesta's failed dive bomb.
There was.
You had Sam and Brady's disconnect. PMP Mac desync, although that's normal.
It is. Safety car restart this lap now. Someone's saying that mic from the guy is magnificent. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but I hope it's not, because I did spend a lot of money on this microphone. Or it could be yours. I think we have the same microphone almost. Not that that matters now. It was from Argos. It was only like €30. I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah, I spent like 20 on mine.
Legend Rosenberg will get us underway from this safety car restart. He's never did an F4 safety car restart. He's did many before in other leagues, and he's gone. Legend Rosenberg gets us underway for the third time here in Bahrain. Avesta has stuck with him, and he's got to try the inside down into turn one. Avesta on the outside, Legend on the inside. Can he get the move done? No, he can't. Legend, big squeeze there, and that's thrown Avesta a bit off course, and this allows Marcel Magiera, Avesta with a huge slide. This is going to let Liam Redmond through as well, I believe. He has got it done, up into P3, but Avesta, oh no! Avesta! What are you doing? Avesta has missed his braking, and thankfully Marcel is able to continue in this race, but this allows Lewis around the outside, and this allows Liam Redmond up into second position. Cito in fifth.
What's he done? Huh?
I don't know. He's all over the place, Jack. But
he stopped at the moment.
CJ has found a way past the other Red Bull as Sam Davis day. Marcel is on the back of Lewis now, after
almost flags again.
Marcel, after almost being assassinated by Avesta. I don't know what Avesta was doing there. It seemed like he did badly miss his braking. But he will get a penalty for that one, I'm sure, as Avesta's got 5 seconds. All them 5 seconds will be moved to the end of the race. Cito and Brady now. Cito on his F4 debut, getting passed by Brady Pollock, the experienced F4 man since season 2. Cito's had a big slide. He's going to be well under threat from Corey Jappy now, who's definitely going to take a bit of ERS now. To the inside. And down the inside goes CJ. Can he pull this one off? Down the inside of the Dutchman. No. Cito holds this one for the time being, very close into the corner, but they haven't made contact. That's splendid driving from the two. Corey Jappy and now Sam Davis looking to get involved. Sam has to back out, or otherwise he would have taken off his front wing. 9 laps to go. Legend leads by 1.4 seconds over Liam Redmond on his second FBR race. Jack saying desynced. He's been desynced since lap 1. As you've seen Sadfi and Sam Davis today trying to make way here, as we have a virtual safety car. That is Jack, he's out. Jack's out in the main straight. What's going on there?
Okay, well, his car should then disappear now, and that might stop the continual flags.
I think he may have made contact with Stefan Petrovic. As Avesta has now just received 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. He's gone past Yassine under yellows. Yassine's down to 10th under yellows. Yassine's trying to gain his position back, as I think we are going to go racing any moment now. Lewis is holding off for his Delta. Surprised Legend's not backing off a little bit, because taking your Delta in turn 1 is a bit tricky, and now I'm choking on air. So that's great. As we go racing again, Marcel trying to find a way past Lewis. Marcel's got a much better launch than Lewis, but I think Lewis may survive down into turn 4. But here comes Marcel Magiera. No, can't get the move done on the Aston Martin in front.
On a Racing Point. Well, Racing Point says Aston Martin 1-3 at this track. Well, only difference is this in Bahrain short, but it's close enough.
It's all coming together, as that meme template would say, but one man who's did a splendid job is Liam Redmond, who's currently in second position, and as we said, there's something that sits right about Redmond's and AlphaTauris, as he is now currently onto second position. That would mean we have the same surname in the same car on the podium twice, because of course Jack has something like 15 podiums and 1 championship, of course, but another champion, Sam Davis, say, oh, another virtual safety car, oh! That was very close there between Yassine and Avesta, but what's caused that virtual safety car?
Huh?
I don't know what's caused that.
Well, that's 2 safety cars and 2
It's okay
views.
if we do happen. Legend trying to dummy Liam into the pits. I don't think you'd pit now. That seems a bit dumb.
You can. I mean, he is allowed to, so.
He is, but it just doesn't sit right. As we have gone green, no one has suffered a drive-through here, but Avesta has suffered. Well, hasn't suffered, he's gained a position. Sam Davis today trying to fight this one back. DRS active, and he's going to have to go the long way. Sam out round the outside. Davis today. Has he come back for another return this evening? No, hasn't quite. He will sit in P9, but Yassine is going to try the inside on Sam. This is a bold one. Sam's going to have to hold around the outside. He's did it before. He will do it again. But Yassine's going to try the inside. Sam can't pull a switch back on him like he did the last time. He is going to keep it on the inside. Really great fighting between Sam and Yassine here. As that is Sam. Oh, almost making contact with Yassine. Sam Davis Day currently in 10th position. Up the front of the grid, Lewis is charging down Liam Redmond. He's going to have to try and make the move stick. And that would be an Aston Martin / Racing Point 1-2, and we have another virtual safety car. This will be the last one, thankfully, I think.
It's happened again. And I hope somebody gets that reference.
Lewis did say last night that almost every league race around Bahrain is glitched, and I honestly think he's right. Nothing has caused this one, however, so everyone, the 13 drivers we currently have here, still all intact.
Yeah, and the fact Stefan is one of them is surprising me.
Stefans did a good job today. He is 42nd. He almost spun. He almost spun as I said that.
Well, I'm proud of him. He is surviving. And will that be the... Well, he survived every FPR... Well, like 1 or 2 FPR Grand Prix or something? Is he?
He's got points in FPR before.
Oh,
He's finished more races than Mantle has.
Yeah, but that's not hard.
Tyler's just messaged me saying safety car glitch, so restart. I rate it. I do rate it. He's tried it there, but...
Yes.
No,
Let's
no,
just get...
Tyler. You will not be back in this race.
Oh yeah, just imagine Tyler wins the race after not doing 95% of the laps.
Avesta gets past Cito for 7th position. Cito's had a good debut, but he is falling a little bit now, and we will have Skills Virus versus Cito's Instagram at, which is Skills. So we have what is Skills versus Fake Skills, as people say. Or as what Yassine says, no one else says that. But Sam Davis Day is going to be looking to move up the order. This will close the championship up really nicely, because Legend will take the lead of it, as he's currently leading this race. And Liam Redmond weaving to break the slipstream. Liam wants to keep this 2nd position. He's did a fantastic job to get here. He is going to want to keep this. And Brendan, was that reference a tuned reference?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, Jay's got that one.
Well done, Jay. As a McLaren fan, I think you probably should know that one.
He does run a McLaren fan page, so it'd make me think...
Oh, that Stefan hit the wall.
We've cursed him. Thumping damage for Stefan. Someone asked him, is this a professional SFC league? No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It'd be very cool if it was, but it is not, as Lewis is locked up big time there and hasn't found a way past. Stefan has received 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. We have a huge train. We have a huge train here, as Adrian has left the session. Adrian, of course, ended in that crash with Junior, which caused our second safety car of the day. Big collision that one was. Brady is right on the back of Marcel. It would be very nice if Brady could get back into this P4 position, as after that big disconnect. Here comes Brady Pollock. DRS. Oh, CJ's around at the final corner, and that's unfortunate for the Alpine, as Lewis and Liam Redmond fighting. Liam Redmond has lost the position. Lewis gets past, Brady gets past, but Marcel's going to fight this one back. He's going to have to go the long way around the outside of the South African as he's tried switching it in. Oh no, he's had a glitch.
A CJ spin, Jack disconnect, a
classic F4 race.
Here's disconnect, that's an FRL special, and anything else, I don't know. I think we've covered most things.
So Lewis is now made it, and Aston Martin 1-2, and Liam Redmond is under threat to lose his podium here. Jay saying, can you do a shout out from my McLaren fan account? I think it's McLaren fan 4, the number 4, ever, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, don't ask me why I know that, but I do. Brady trying very much to catch up and make a move. I think he may have this. It would be heartbreak for Liam Redmond to lose this podium, as he's did a fantastic job to deserve this. We will see what he can do. Brady Pollock through the corners. Can he get the DRS? ERS is in favour of Brady as well, so all things lining up to make a move stick here. What way is he going to be forced to go? The outside is the way the Irishman will force Brady to go. Brady's going to have to stick around the outside. Can he hold it? Oh, that's fantastic overtaking from Brady Pollock. But Liam will be on the attack again. Oh, Brady's just got the straight line speed and just got the exit. Brady Pollock up onto the podium for his third ever F4 podium. Really, really nice stuff for Brady. Brady now could be attacking Lewis, because Brady seems to be flying. And Marcel Maggiera could also try catch up to Liam Redmond. There is only 3 laps left at the end of this, so hopefully Liam can hold on, because he deserves every position possible. The 2 Ferraris now, 7th and 8th, not making moves yet. They seem to be stuck behind a Vesta. And Bourbune's gamble on the softs did not pay off, which we thought it would. Brady's right on the back of Lewis. Lewis is struggling here. I think this setup that Lewis made has not worked for him, because he is really struggling and he's losing time to Brady. Pollock could be a good comeback story for Brady to catch back up in this one. Here he goes. Activates the DRS. He's not going to be close enough on this lap, surely. He still has a bit to go. Into the brakes. Oh, he's gained a lot there. Not enough for Brady Pollock to make a move, but he may make a move up into turn 4. Lewis has got a fantastic exit out of that one, though. So Brady will have to wait to the next lap. Sam Davis needs to keep up gaining positions if he wants to keep a championship lead, which he won't keep because Legend is leading the race, and he'll have to finish 3rd. If he can get to 3rd in these final laps, well, then that is magnificent driving from our one-time F4 champion. CJ says the fastest lap of the race. He'll get a point for that, CJ. Of course, the Renault team boss, he's our owner driver driving tonight, of course. So he'll want every point possible for his men. So it looks like Brady just cannot gain any closer to Lewis. Lewis has managed to pick up the pace again, Brendan.
Yeah, it's picked up the pace a bit. I see Legend looks like he's going to win that one, as I said.
I did say your predictions were very good. Legend currently on course to win this one. Of course, he would have a bit of a challenge from Tyler, I'm sure, but sadly, Tyler is cursed around Bahrain. In FVR Season 3, he had a wheel disconnect. In FVR Season 4, he's had a brake pedal disconnect. Well, so I believe. Brady gaining on Lewis. Is he going to go for it into turn 1? Sends it down the inside. He's gone for it. He's gone deep into the corner. Oh, contact! And that sends Lewis' rear end out, so he may not get the most comfortable exit out of this corner. Here comes Brady Pollock, trying to take second position.
Not no ERS either.
This is going to have to be a last lap overtake, as has something happened there. I think Sam Kift may have gone off and caused that yellow flag. Gonna have to be a last lap manoeuvre for Brady, although the tyres will be starting to fall off a little bit for both of them, I'm sure.
Oh, so he does have TAS.
The two Ferraris battling. Cito's pushed Yassine out wide. Of course, the two reserves replacing Danny Heckcamper and replacing Thomas Main. The two Ferraris having a mighty go at it. As Liam Redmond now could also snatch back his podium position if Brady's not careful. He's kept with these two up in front, the Racing Point and the Mercedes, but Legend's just extending this gap, and he only has one more lap to go to take his first ever FEO Grand Prix victory. But look at the fight now still for the podium. All still to play for. Brady needs a launch on Lewis.
Also Marcel.
Marcel right behind Liam Redmond as well. Marcel's a good overtaker. Don't forget that. Lewis is clear, I think, on keeping this Aston Martin 1-2. But just keep an eye on Liam Redmond and Marcel Majera and Avesta. Avesta could also make something work here. He sent it! Oh, Avesta, no, that's not going to work. That's dodgy. As the two Ferraris side by side. Oh, Yassine's edged out this one, I think. But Cito's going to fight this one back. They both have very similar ERS, the two Ferraris, on equal conditions. As I think Yassine, sad feet, will keep this one. As Avesta is not going to find a way past Marcel, because that move was not very clever into turn 1. Avesta has seemed to have Marcel as a bit of a target today. He's gone late, unfortunately. He's gone too late and didn't get the move done into turn 1, but Brady still may have an opportunity if Lewis does make a mistake here, although it is Lewis who's run a very steady race, so I don't think he will make a mistake. That was the final real overtaking opportunity, unless Lewis' tyres magically fall off up this right-hander, and they haven't, so Lewis keeps the grip and will keep this second position, I think, but the man who has stolen the show in Bahrain... Fantastic driving and a fantastic talent and fantastic way to launch a real championship charge. Legend Rosenberg wins in Bahrain, and his teammate in the Racing Point / Aston Martin comes home in second. Brady third, but Brady will lose that podium due to a penalty, and it will be Liam Redmond who will come home in third.
Yeah, you stopped it. Oh, he's had disconnect as well, remember?
That is, yes, so Brady has come home third. Cito will come home in 5th. Marcel will come home... Marcel will come home 5th. Brady... Cito 6th. Sam Davis 7th. Yassine in 8th. Sam in 9th. And Avesta in 10th. Dylan predicted Alan... Alan? Okay, there's an Alan here now. Dylan predicted Aaron to win. Aaron's not even here. Brady has got P3 and he will get his 5 seconds removed. What a fantastic race here in Formula Virtual Racing. This season shaping up to be a good one. Brendan, what are your thoughts on that one?
That was a a chaotic one, and but Legend, he was able to take pole and a race win. So that's it. Well, he'll be driving today, and yeah, that was a very enjoyable race.
I enjoyed that one quite a lot. But you got a puncture at the end. That was
Who?
Borbune. So
Oh no,
his
you're
time
not too
didn't
sure.
last. That is Legend, who finishes in P1. Lewis finishes in P2. That's Liam. Brady does finish in P3. Liam Redmond 4th. Marcel in 5th. Cito 6th. Sam Davis stays 7th. Yassine 8th. Brady 9th. Sam 10th. Nesta 11th. Borbune 12th. CJ 13th. Stefan, Jack, Adrian, and Junior, Chloe and Tyler did not finish the race. Oh, Sam gave it a desync, so he finished 7th actually.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh. Brady does get his penalty removed, yes, because it was an unfair one, plus he did desync, so he did finish in 3rd. But Liam Redmond still drove a fantastic race. But that is all we do have time for. No post-race interviews this week. They will be back next week. We do hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure to go follow our Instagram, Formula_Virtual_Racing. And we will be back next week for, I don't even know what race is next week. Hold on.
Russia?
Is it Russia?
I do believe so.
No, it's Britain. We're back in Britain.
Oh, hang on. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm reading the calendar.
Oh, it's Britain then Russia. Alright.
Yes, it is Britain and then Russia, the final 2 races on the F1 2020 game. We do hope you enjoy. Oh, Mimo and Safety Award. Who wins that one?
Let me think. I could give it to Tyler as a joke.
That's mean.
I could also give it to Adrian. I could also give it to Gift.
You could also give it to me, technically, but that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, we're giving it to you this week.
Thank you very much. We do hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.